time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Dallas. It's the Seahawks and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
To head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56. It's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Wilson's throw here complete to Ward. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turn. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And right away, he lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, 66 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. He'll check that down to Carson. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Toss left to Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This is caught. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Now this will go to Carson out wide. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They run it with Carson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them. They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Myers' kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from 5 yards out, and the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Zerline connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Carson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Prescott on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Buying time to his left. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Dak Prescott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline good with a PAT. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the Battle of the Sea. He will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers doing battle with the Cleveland Browns. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half, and not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Our 2 squads making their final adjustments prior to the second half kick. Which team will be the one standing as NFC champions at the end? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 67 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense.
And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good game and a 1st down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cowboys have recovered. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again. We're going to look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On play action, Prescott connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
142 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Prescott from the gun. Being chased out left. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are moving closer to a date in Super Bowl 56 as they're able to extend their fourth quarter advantage. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he's brought down. First down, Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott flushed out right. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Dak Prescott
saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the fourth. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw will complete to Ward. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Carson fumbles the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were, Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 2nd and 15 now, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Oh, what a move. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing here, Prescott. Flush to his right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end
zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and it made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Touchdown at Zerline. He'll kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now...